News, because local matters.
Whether it's a dress, a pair of pants, even a fun pair of socks, find something to wear tomorrow that's red in honor of National Wear Red Day. As all across the country, we raise awareness of heart disease and its impact on women and on men. Emily Nespajani is the executive director of the American Heart Association right here in Chattanooga. Jasmine Rapon is with Journey Health Foundation, and they are going to get us excited about grabbing that red out of our closet. So I kind of feel bad. I almost wore my red today, but I was saving it for tomorrow.
That's okay, as long as you're ready tomorrow.
Proudly wear. Okay, Emily, so in years past, Go Red Day was kind of a reminder of heart disease in women. That message has gotten out, so this is kind of reminding everybody of the prevalence of heart disease, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Heart disease is everyone in America's #1 killer, and so the kickoff for National Wear Red Day is kicking off American Heart Month, so that we can just create as much awareness as possible and spread the word and get people more educated about their signs and symptoms.
For you, Jasmine, I mean, it touches very close to home. It's your dad had bypass surgery.
Yeah, just last September he had bypass surgery, and he was a walking heart attack, and we were so lucky and blessed that, you know, his doctors found out before he did have a heart event.
So you're wearing many hats in the month of February because you are the co-chair of the event, and then of course you are with Journey Health Foundation, and y'all have a very specific mission, right?
Yeah, our vision is to see Chattanooga and Hamilton County become one of the most healthiest places in America, and so we know our cardiovascular disease is higher than the national average, and so we just want to call attention to this and have everybody really start paying attention to their heart health.
Do we know why it's so high here, Emily?
There's a lot. That's the layered question. There's a lot of reasons. We live in the Southeast, also known as the Stroke Belt. And there are a lot of different factors that play into it. If you think about some folks who maybe don't have access to health care and struggle or don't have access to nutritious foods, and then some people who just don't know what to look for. Then you have cardiac arrest, which happens, and in fact, if it happens outside of the hospital, you have a less than 10% chance of survival.
Really?
Yes, unfortunately.
Wow. You know, we were talking off camera, there is and I can't think of her name now, but she'll be coming on the show. I think it's Catherine Needham is her name. But she's a pharmacist here in town, and she emailed me. She specializes in fertility issues with women, but she said that can often lead down the road to heart disease. I never knew that. You did.
Yeah, we're learning a lot about lead indicators to heart disease, and that's one of the things that American Heart Association is really focused on, is learning more by the research. Everything that you'll see us put out and educate is all evidence and science-based, so it can be trusted, and we know we can move in the right direction with healthcare.
So tomorrow, Wear Red Day. I always want to make it Go Red for women. But it's National Wear Red Day. You want us to not just wear it, but brag about it and take a picture, right?
Yes, please. Wear your red. Get your colleagues, friends, family, everyone to wear red. Take pictures. Tag us at AHA Tennessee, and then use our hashtag #GoRedChat.
Have you learned a lot? I know you've been in the medical field for a while, but even with your association now with this event, have you learned some new stats?
Yeah, just a ton of new stats, and you don't realize how much it touches so many families, and so how lucky we are to have the American Heart Association and the awareness they bring and the research that they do.
Well, and I think that's important. I'm glad you said that to stress, because every nonprofit has its own reason for being. Any funds that ever come into the Heart Association actually go right back to the National Heart Association, because you want that research.
Well, it's actually twofold. So we do. We have a portion that goes back to make sure that we continue to fund research and education on a larger scale, but then the majority of it actually stays in Chattanooga and surrounding counties to focus on some of our community programs.
I don't know why I never knew that.
Yeah.
I'm glad for the education then this morning. That does make sense, but you do believe very strongly though in that research component.
Absolutely, we have to. And the good news about funding that research is that it comes back and supports Chattanooga at the end of the day. So we fund the brightest and best researchers no matter where they sit, and then that research, once discovered, is carried through in all communities. So it's a win-win.
You said something kind of casually that hopefully most people do realize, but you mentioned that we're in the stroke belt. So a stroke, as I understand it, is pretty much just a heart attack that goes to your brain, as opposed to as a blockage that goes to your brain versus your heart. But because we do have that prevalence here, we've got excellent medical care.
We do. We're very lucky. We do. And stroke is the number 5 killer of all Americans. And actually, you know, we've been talking a lot about this with Journey and our executive leadership board, that blood pressure actually is our rates in Chattanooga are 30% higher than the national average. So that's another thing we're paying really close attention to. And focusing
Okay,
on.
so for tomorrow's purpose,
Yes.
It's a justification to go shop if you don't have anything red, but grab something red, wear it tomorrow, and then take your picture by yourself or with a bunch of friends who are also wearing red, and then put it out there on social media. Those are the handles, if
Yes,
you will,
yes,
right?
yes.
Did I say that right?
That's right.
And then if they go to heart.org, will they also learn about Go Red for Women coming up in May?
Yes, so you can go to heart.org and search our Chattanooga location and get our details for events, pretty much anything we have going on if you'd like.
As well as that information for the life-saving knowledge
That's
that you
right.
need. Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Julie.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 50.